Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a video on my Nintendo Collection update video. It's been a while, I think it's been like 5-6 months since the last one. I honestly can't remember, but anyway, of this recording, this is the newest Switch game, or big first party, almost a AAA game that Nintendo has released, and it's Yoshi's Crafted World. I played about an hour or two of this game, really enjoyed it, and that, played the demo, enjoyed it enough to warrant buying it. I bought it brand new for like $49.99. And that from Game in town where I live, in the city that I live in. And yeah, as I say, I really enjoyed it. I like the crafted look and art style, and I also love the idea of instead of just going from left to right, you go right to left, and the back, like, you can flip the stages and that and go the other way around, and that's really creative. Yeah, I really can't wait to play more of this game, so yeah. Next game I also got on the 29th of March was ARMS for Switch. That was another game that I really enjoyed the demo of, yeah, it kind of reminds me, it puts me in the mind of Rock'em Sock'em Robots, you know, those like red and blue robots that fight each other and then one of the heads like pops up and that, and I just love the names, like they're so goofy and funny to me, like Springman and Ribbon Girl, and the motion controls are actually quite intuitive, and I don't feel like they're that much of a gimmick. Like, I honestly feel like the idea of like having one of the Joy-Cons and then going like and then in game seeing the arm like extend out is quite satisfying and fun to me. And because the game's like a year old, Nintendo have been pretty much supporting this game from day one, which is mad considering I think the game only sold about 1.7 million units, which is very good for a new IP that isn't established, because obviously Yoshi and every other game in this list in my collection will have the advantage of being a sequel to an already existing IP, so whereas ARMS was a risk, and I'd say it paid off somewhat. I mean, it's not the most popular game, obviously, on Switch, but then again, it had a lot stacked up against it, in so much as, again, it's a new IP, so they always don't sell very well, and that new IPs, so that's why we don't get them very often, clearly, in the gaming industry and that. But yeah, I love all the roster of different characters and that, and just the imagination that went into this game is through the roof, and the demo was fun, so yeah. Then you've got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, which I'm about 15 hours into the game. I'm about exactly halfway through the game, I guess, because I've got 4 gym badges, and that. It's basically a bridge between, the idea is, the elevator pitch is that it's a go-between between Let's Go, not Let's Go, Pokemon Go, the mobile version, and the mainstream hardcore sort of Pokemon games like Sword and Shield that are coming out later this year. So my aim is to try and complete this before the end of the year, so before sort of November, December time, and that, or probably November when they release Sword and Shield. And that's usually when they release Pokemon games. I mean, this came out November time last year, I think. So it's been out for a while. As I say, I've just not got very, very far in the game. I am trying to get further in the game, but yeah. What else? Yeah, it's fun. It's back to basics. The gameplay is not particularly advanced or convoluted or complex, and that. It's all based off Generation 1, so basically the most famous Pokemon, the original 150 Pokemon, the most famous because they're probably the most recognisable Pokemon because of the animation and anime, the cartoon, and that was everywhere back in the day, as were the trading cards back in the 90s when it first blew up over here in the West. So, you know, and then there's the Pokemon Pokeball Plus as well, accessory, as well as integration with Pokemon Go. So, you know, again, it very much is trying to get the install base of Pokemon Go to then see if they'll buy a sort of watered down pseudo semi mainstream sort of Pokemon game, and then see if they'll then go the extra mile and move on to the main one and the proper one later this year and that. So yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed it. As I say, I've spent about 15 hours in the game, so yeah. Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy. I've played about an hour of this game and haven't picked it up since. Not because of the fact that the first hour was bad by any means, more just the case of I have so many games to get around to playing, and that this one just I never got round to playing any more of it, unfortunately, which is a shame because I've heard nothing but good things about Crash Bandicoot 2, and 3 and that. But yeah, they all look like really fun games. As I say, I enjoyed the first hour that I did play of, I think the first game and that. And yeah, it's really cool that it came to Switch, and I would love for them to try and do the Spyro trilogy on Switch, but whether or not they will or can, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I played an hour of it, and yeah, it wasn't disappointing. Hour is basically what I'm getting at. Next up you have Minecraft, which is just Minecraft like every other version of Minecraft. I can't believe they're still supporting it. Like, there's been huge updates and that, like, and onto whatever version they're onto now. And yeah, it's just mad. I played about 35 hours of this. Me and my brother, when I first picked this up, I got we played it local multiplayer co-op and that, and built stuff and that was really fun. So I always enjoy Minecraft, and it's nice to have a portable version of it because I never played it on mobile or 3DS or anything like that. So for me, this was the first time that I'd played Minecraft on the go and in portable mode, as it were. On a handheld, and it's good. I mean, from what I understand, obviously the mobile version doesn't have a D-pad, and so it's a bit weird to access menus and do combat and do certain things, whereas obviously with the Switch, having the Joy-Cons on the side, you have some sort of D-pad at your disposal, as it were. Then you move on to Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Yeah, really good game. I have played about 15 hours of this game. I haven't beat it yet. I did try and go. I was going through a phase where I was very much trying to beat this game, and I haven't picked it up in quite a while now, like in maybe a month. But I really enjoyed it. You with the Switch version, you also get some stickers. You also get a coloured manual, as well as the story is imprinted on the back or inside bit of the case, which is awesome. And then, as I say, you get this coloured manual, and then you get some stickers as well. So in the Switch version, as well as because it's the Afterbirth Plus edition, you get the DLC as well, all the DLC included. And I got it anywhere between like 20 to 30 quid brand new. So I thought that was a bargain personally. And as well, it's a physical copy of an indie game, so you know, win. Super Mario Odyssey, there's nothing really much to say that hasn't already been said about this game. It's an absolute phenomenal game. It deserves every accolade and award that it got. And yeah, I'm at about anywhere between 200 and 400 power moons. I'm not very good at the game. I'm not very far in. Well, I am far into the game. I have beat the game, although it's fairly easy to beat the game. It's more difficult to do the Dark Side of the Moon sort of challenge, which I beat. I cannot believe I beat that. So that's awesome. And I don't ever think I'm ever going to be able to get all 1,000 power moons but yeah, it's phenomenal. It really revolutionised and really changed up what it meant to be a 3D Super Mario game with the Cappy mechanic and that. So I can't wait for where they go next, because they shook it up so much with the Cappy mechanic, you know. And then moving on to the last two games that I've got here. Splatoon 2, I mean, this is just a phenomenal game. I love Splatoon 1 and 2. I finally surpassed Splatoon, my original playtime on that game, which was 200 hours. I'm at 245 hours on this game. I'm level 50 as well, so I've still got another 49 levels to go to level cap. There's always new gear and content and Splatfests, and I just love the game and the community around it as well. And Salmon Run, I've been getting into more as of late as well, because there's always special specific gear that you can try and get each month. That always brings me back to the game, and I just really love the game a lot. So yeah. And then the last game you got here is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is just the definitive Mario Kart, really. It comes with the DLC that Mario Kart 8 did have and that I did buy, but it comes here free, which is awesome, included. And then the revamped battle mode and added new specific sort of power-ups to battle mode and specific stages as well, and and some new characters and like the Inklings and stuff, and just made it all the more, as I said before, a definitive version of Mario Kart 8. And they've even got like Labo support, which is just kind of mad, really, isn't it? So yeah, that's my Nintendo Switch collection update video. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.